Why are people sitting here thinking about who's going to be the next president when we really need to be thinking about governing ourselves? How are we going to come together and make sure we're living a sustainable life, securing the future for our future generations? Educating ourselves, taking our health back in our hands. Yeah, that's what we really need to focus on. So don't let that shit get you twisted. They already know what they're going to do. Whichever way it goes, it don't matter. Shit's still going to hell. What are we going to do? Is the question. The people that don't give a fuck, okay, about what they got going on, trying to find a different way of life. You know, what are we going to do? That's what we need to be focused on. What is she going to do? What is he going to do? Both of them going to take us to hell, from my understanding. The system is falling, period, anyways. So it doesn't matter what they do, who's going to do a little bit better here, there, whatever. It's falling. What are we going to do to secure our family's futures? All right? To create a new way of life. To be out with the old, in with the new. And the people that want to stay the same, that feel like the system is good, that feel like that woman should be beneath and stepped on and degraded, just get out the fucking, just move. Ew. Move out the way. Ew. And we're talking to the people that actually want change. Period. Whatever that may look like for you, we need land. But more importantly than land, because there's land, there's resources, there's all types of shit that we can get when it comes to products and what we need, solar panels, knowing how to build a house. We got all that. We need to know how to come together with a common goal and knowing how to not make our egos a thing. Like, come on now, have a healthy individual ego for yourself, autonomy and all that. But how can we interconnectedly come together and make shit happen with goals for our future? How can we come together and fight on the same team? Why do we have to come together and have competition? We don't need that. You bring in 100 apples, and what's the name brings in 100 oranges? 200 oranges? Like, we're grateful we're all fighting on the same team. It ain't no, oh, I want to tear him down because he make me feel like inferior to him, or that bitch, you know, she needs a, no. How can we come together with a common goal, with a mindset that we are on the same team? This comes with reprogramming the mindset. Because a lot of the things stick with us from our society, our genetics, our family, our environments that we grow up in, the cultures that we are seeing, the media that we see. There's wars on our mind everywhere. So the thing is, how can we reprogram our mind to the most highest frequency? And what I mean by frequency is the thoughts that you have frequently. How can we have great thoughts that keeps us growing progressively in a certain direction? All right? We need to secure our future as we grow old. If people want to be short-sighted, but if there's people like me, we're thinking about our children's children's children. Okay? The ones that we're not going to meet. How can we lay a foundation strong enough to sustain that? To be strong even when they hear. Okay? Instead of be subjected to some shit that we already been exposed to. All right? We can go right back to sleep. These are patterns. So just because you're waking up and becoming more conscious of our environment, don't mean that we can't go back to sleep in the next generations. So that's what we need, securing our family's future, our future, not just our families, because we are family. The people that want to actually make something, we are family. Okay? So yeah, so whatever they're talking about with the election, come on now, how are we going to come together and make things happen, period? Whatever we got to do. As long as we ain't breaking no laws, as long as we ain't hurting nobody, you know, as long as we ain't hurting each other, as long as we're honest, straightforward, hold morals and principles, being honorable people like we are, by any means, how we going to make it happen? It's not always about being comfortable. It's about how uncomfortable you will get to be able to sacrifice and make a move, okay? Just because you thought it was supposed to be that way, just because society says, no, the kids need to go to school and they need to go and get to college and they need to get a job and they need to do this because this is what I've been taught and this is what I believe is true because this is what has been working. We don't give a fuck. We think outside of the box, doing something different. We take a leap, okay? We don't know how it's going to turn out, but we want change. We're revolutionaries. So we're going to make some change. We're going to do something different. And it may not be comfortable. It may not be comfortable. And that's okay. Because guess what? There's growth in uncomfortability. You grow. All right? So at the end of the day, let's focus on nation building. Let's never get distracted from the goal, because baby, this shit can change like that. It could change like that. And as I said before, we need to come together in a space where we are calm and we're not in survival mode. We're not in a war, not in a big war, because we're in a war no matter what. We're in a war right now mentally. All right? But when it comes to like the civil war or the war that's about to come and that involves the United States, okay, so once that happens, we're gonna come together and try is when the system really starts falling and it's apparent. It's falling right now, slowly but surely. But when it's apparent, it's gonna be, oh, we're freaking out, the system is falling, I don't got this, it's too hard for me to pay my rent, oh, my kids are fucking dumb because they're going to the school, like all this freaking out type stuff. And oh baby, we don't want to come together at that. I mean, at that time we're gonna have to come together, but it's better to be properly prepared for some shit than to come together in chaos. All right? Because that means we'll be coming together in a certain mindset. So right now we reprogram our minds, we're coming conscious of our environment and of ourselves, and now we come together, make a move where we can think peacefully and progressively, right? Instead of chaos where we're thinking like, okay, we need this food, we need this, we need that, we're panicking, we're just gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen no matter what. But when it comes to making it happen in a way that's sustainable for a long time, let's do it right. Sometimes in chaos, we do certain things that we wouldn't do when we're not in that type of mindset. Okay? So, and how you build your foundation is important. So how we build this foundation for this new nation, this new society that we're building, this new understanding, is very important. Okay? So let's come together right now. Go to honorthyselfcommunity.com and make sure that you fill out the form, and we'll get in contact with you. And we'll see how we can better help each other individually and interconnectedly. All right? So honor thyself.